Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Wednesday, January the 1st, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out and give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. I'd like to wish everyone a happy new year. And I hope everyone had a great day today. I apologize for the lateness of the video. I unfortunately had to work today. But it is what it is. Got to pay the bills, right? And I appreciate everyone's patience and support in this on these days that I work my 12-hour shifts. It'll be the same thing tomorrow. I will put the video out just a little bit later than usual. If you take notice, if I have a little bit more score than used, because I have a 25% boost going on right now. Of course, I claimed that 25% boost right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, and an additional 10%. Now, of course, this is a few days remaining for the Festive Scorched event. We had our 2 weeks, but Bethesda had promised us to be able to craft our festive gifts right up to this coming Friday, January the 3rd, 2025. So, of course, we'll go over the Santatron and how to craft our festive gifts using the free stack of gift wrap from the Atomic Shop at the end of the video. Or you can check out the video I made about a week and a half ago, but I'm sure everyone knows how to do that by now, but we'll still go through the process of it. Alright, let's take a look at this one here. First, drink Purified Water 2. So we can find Purified Water around the wasteland, but again, it's really random locations. I did try to make a video on there some time ago, but I had to abandon it because it was just too random to actually make a solid video to say, you know, you can find these purified water here. So the best bet is if you have a water purifier or a water collector in your camp, it's probably the best thing to do. Or find a camp that has one. Now, we all talk about the vintage water cooler, and most of us have been pretty lucky when you open up the Festive Scorched, Festive Scorched gifts, or festive gifts, I should say. Some of you have been pretty lucky and were able to get this vintage water cooler as a reward, which is pretty awesome. I know I got it maybe about a week or two ago. You guys can check out that video, but again, pretty cool little object. If you were unsuccessful in getting this vintage water cooler, I'm sure some people will be selling it in their vendors. They are highly recommended. As you can see, they're nice and small and compact. These little guys, I've seen people actually being able to stack them on top of each other. And again, they do collect 2 purified water passively while you play the game. And all you do is just kind of collect from them, and then they'll start collecting the 2. Now, I did make a video probably about a week or 2 ago. It was the Enclave water collector. So I believe this one here is actually under the water section here. So here is the vintage water cooler that we get from opening up the festive gifts. And this is the Enclave water collector that we get from the current Season 19 Season Pass. And again, I did do a video on this about a week and a half ago, and you can check out that video if you so wish. I find one of the only differences is you can't stack these on top of each other. I did try. It's just a little bit larger, as you can see. It's a little unfortunate it doesn't have the Enclave kind of Sigma on it there like most Enclave items do, but it does look very pleasant looking. But again, it's the same exact thing as this bad boy, but you can have both at the same time in each camp, okay, just like that, okay? It's not on the same slot, but it too will collect 2 purified water while you play the game, okay? And then all you do is you just take from it, and then it'll just start collecting the 2, and you can just keep doing it that way. And that's probably the best bet. Now, most people, including myself, will have water coolers out by their vendors, okay? Most of my camps I have that there, but usually most of my camps I have a couple of those water coolers out and they're unlocked. And then that way there are people kind of strolling by or low levels that may not have those water collectors, the vintage water cooler. they can just kind of take from those. And, you know, that's a good way of kind of helping the community at the same time. Now, if for whatever reason you can't get your hands on the vintage water cooler, this bad boy here, or you don't play the scoreboard and you don't get enough tickets to get to the Enclave water cooler, we do have water purifiers here in the game. We go to our build menu here again under the water section. So we have these bad boys here. Now, you learn these very early on in game when you follow the Overseer mission, like very early on in game, very low level. They do require a lot more resources to build, as you can see. They do require quite a bit of power. And this one here collects 2. This one here, I believe, is 3, and this one is 5. That's what I've been told by folks. So just an FYI, this is all you have. It's all you have. And to be honest with you, I've had this guy here in my camps for the longest time until I was able to get my hand on that vintage water cooler, I would say maybe about 2 years ago. So just an FYI, you know, we've all kind of been there, all right? And all you do, you just kind of collect your purified water on a daily basis. I have these in every single one of my camps. As you can see, you can put a lot in one little tight little spot there. And then just go ahead to your item section, food and drink your purified water. And that is probably the best bet. And you can always visit other people's camps, and you know, most people are pretty good. They usually have a couple of them unlocked in around their vendors. This is a little bit older of a camp. Maybe I don't have them here, but yeah. Okay. I don't know what was going on there with him, but whatever, butts. What's next here, Jimmy? Build anything in a workshop or camp tent. Good stuff. So again, we saw how I have 1 of 10 there because we had built that Enclave water cooler. You can go ahead and claim a workshop. Any workshop in the map will do. You can claim the one closest to you. You can claim your favorite one. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and build anything. Or you can just do it right in your camp. And that's what a lot of people usually end up doing. A lot of people usually like to kind of modify or add to a camp, because if we don't get these every day, it seems like we get them every day. And it's definitely a good way to kind of work away at your camp and do a daily, weekly challenge at the same time. Or you can be like myself. I like to kind of build some things and then scrap them. Now we do have, we can build anything at all, so I usually kind of go for the punch card machine. So if we go to our build menu here, if we go down to crafting, and again, I don't plan on keeping this stuff, so I'm going to build these punch card machines, and these are considered anything. As you can see, it has no requirement to build, no requirements at all, no resources at all. So we're just going to go ahead and build these bad boys here. But then again, if you're in a position where you want to kind of add or modify your camp, you could definitely do it that way. Nothing wrong with that either. And I'm just going to go ahead and scrap them. Of course, when we scrap these punch card machines, we don't get anything in return because we didn't put anything into it when we crafted them or built them. Just like that, and that's how easy that is. Nice and easy. Right, what's next? Consume any chems too, okay? So a couple of things we can talk about here. If you are full health, if you take a look at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you see I have a little sliver of radiation there, but I am full health. So if I try to take a stim pack, for example, right, it's not going to let me because I am full health. Okay. Now, if I had a little bit more radiation going on, most people carry Radaway or Radaway diluted in a stim pack on them. At some, most times, most people at all levels. If I had a little bit more radiation, I could take a Radaway diluted and then quickly hit a stim pack. I can definitely do it that way. I can take a Rad X. I could take a Psycho Mentats. Great Mentats disease cure, buff out, and again, the list just goes on. Now we can find chems around most places and around the wasteland. I find human enemies are pretty good, like cultists, blood eagles, and then the communists right down here, the Camp Liberty. And a lot of them will have stim packs on them. It's a good way to get stim packs going after human enemies. One of the best spots I find personally is right here in Point Pleasant. There's anywhere from 30, maybe 30, 32 cultists in this one location. And I'm not saying every cultist will have a stim pack on them, but every second or third one does. It's a pretty good time. And just being around this area, there's like chems laying around everywhere. And that's very similar to most areas where you find human enemies, okay? Even down here at the Gilman Lumber Mill, where the responders are, you'll find quite a few chems just laying in there. Another good spot is right here at the Morgantown Airport, at the arrivals section on the outside, and just walking down the runway, you know, when you kind of call in collision course. Great spots for chems just kind of laying around. All right. Ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of Radaway and Rad-X. Okay, so we can find ghouls in many great spots. So the upper lower parking lot of west of Vault 76. Lower section of Clarksburg, going towards the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Anywhere in around Morgantown, if you just kind of wander the street, every block you'll come across a little patch of 4 to 6 ghouls. So that's a really good spot. The other day for our weekly challenge, we went through Charleston Capitol Building, looking for gold and silver and etc. And again, we picked up a lot of Radaway and Rad-X at the same time, as you guys saw there, the DMV building. Right here in Lewisburg, bunch of ghouls there. And of course, anywhere in around White Springs and the Greens area. It's a pretty big area, as you guys know. And again, a bunch of ghouls through there as well. And they have medical dispensing machines at every train station. They even have them in White Springs Mall, right here at the north entrance, brings you right down to the mall. You can use this entrance here too, but it's just an additional loading screen to get to the mall section. The trading post down here, the Nuka World on Tour, again, they're all free fast travels, those areas once you discover them. And again, you'll find a medical dispensing machine. The same one you find at the train stations. You can always buy some chems that way. And you can always craft chems at your chemistry workstation. Now, if you don't have a chemistry workstation, if you're brand new to the game, as soon as you come out of Vault 76, the majority of people come down here to Flatwoods. And if you go to the tavern section, there'll be a couple of kiosks there, and they'll prompt you to do 2 little quests, and they're very easy to do. Again, most people are very low level. At the end of those 2 quests, you'll get the chemistry workbench plant. You can check that out. I did that a couple months ago with my low-level character. And if you come here to Morgantown Station, there's a chemistry station right inside there. And sometimes there is a plan right on the floor next to it. All right, so there's many great ways we can get chems, and then you can consume them, all right? So we're just going to go ahead here. We're going to take a Psycho. And we're going to take a Rad-X. There we go. Just to give you an example. But I also wanted to show you, most people would just automatically take a stim pack, but it's not going to count because you're full health, and that's the reason why. Now, if you've been playing the game for a while, you guys know that, but I just kind of showed that more so for the newer folk, or maybe some people weren't aware of that. And wondering maybe it's a glitch or something's going on in the game, all right? All right, let's take a look here. What's next here? Eat a vegetable tet. All right, so again, it doesn't matter if you're a carnivore mutation or if you're a herbivore mutation, doesn't matter. These are just daily, weekly challenges, okay? And very similar if we have eat a meat-based meal and you have a herbivore mutation. It's all going to count, okay? Now, the vast majority of us have crops in our camp, and I highly recommend corn and razor grain. And the reason why I do is because corn and razor grain not only will satisfy daily challenges like this, like eat a vegetable, harvest a plant, harvest a crop, but they also can use corn and razor grain to produce or craft alcoholic beverages and then drink alcoholic beverages. So corn and razor grain really opens up what you're able to do for daily, weekly challenges, just 2 simple crops that you can have in your camp, okay? Now, again, it has to be a vegetable. So right up here, Aaron Holt Homestead is a pretty good spot. Cobbleton Farm, there's a nice little patch up there. Again, there's a couple ghouls up there, so just kind of watch yourself. Right on the hill, Silva Homestead, all kinds of corn. You have all kinds of razor grain down here at Billings Homestead, as we all know. Right over here, just around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have the Red Barn under the overpass. Right over here behind the General Steakhouse, which is full of super mutants, but there'll be a nice little patch in behind there. And right along here, this little highway here, or roadway, there's a lot of unmarked farms down here, so it's a pretty good little spot there as well. It's kind of hidden away. You don't see too many people kind of down there. You might find a random encounter down there happen where enemies fight other enemies, so just kind of keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to go and go to one of these spots here. Let's go to good old Silva Homestead. Actually, we were there just yesterday. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Cobbleton Farm today. Now again, it's easier and better and faster if you have crops in your camp. You can just do it that way. And of course, I could have just done that, but I still like to kind of show people where to go and what it is you have to do for this. So again, there is a perk card that will help us out when we are harvesting crops. Again, it's under perception. Green thumb. You twice as much been harvesting for us, so instead of one, you pick up two. Okay? And it'll definitely help you out. And where the card really shines is if you're on a public server. We've all been on those public servers where it's just so busy and everywhere you go, the places are just cleaned right out. All right? So you either have the server hop, but that where the card really shines is if all you need is a couple of plants. Okay? And again, instead of picking up one, you pick up two, so you can definitely help you out. Now, you don't have to have it equipped like I do, but it's not a card that you scrap. It's definitely a card to hang on to, whether you're a carnivore or a herbivore. All right. So we're picking up corn there. You can see in the top left-hand corner, we're getting two instead of one. So how many corn do we got here? 16, more than enough. All right, so let's go down here so we're away from the ghouls a little bit. All right, let's go to our stats, and I just want to show you how I am a carnivore mutation. Right there. Okay. And so let's go ahead. We're going to eat these corn for the daily challenge, just like that. And the reason why I show that and why I explain it the way I do is more so for the newer folk that, you know, some people might think, oh, I need to re-roll that one because I'm a herbivore or I'm a carnivore and I can't eat meat or I can't eat vegetables. You can. We're just doing daily, weekly challenges, and that's why I show it the way that I do. All right? Just in case anyone's wondering. As you know, we're all at different levels here in the game. All right. We're getting the evil eye there by these guys. Kind of on the prowl there, as you can see. He's got a bad leg there. What's next here? Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and finish this one off. Cripple enemy limb 6. So again, it can be any enemy on the map. It's wide open. So the ones we normally get for this is cripple creatures. Okay, or cripple a certain enemy. This one here is just any enemy at all. Robots, humans, ghouls, scorch, cryptids, super mutants, mole miners, bugs, insects, I should say, animals like Brahmin, what have you. It's wide open. All right. And you can go anywhere you want. You'll find enemies. Now, when you go ahead and cripple, you can go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you like to be, maximize your crippling, there's a perk card that you can use, and it's under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. It allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, this particular daily, we only have to cripple very little, but sometimes we get weeklies where we have to cripple like 30 enemies, right? Sometimes even 50 once in a while it pops up. And in that case, you want to, maximize so you're not wasting too much time and too much ammunition. So if you use VATS and Concentrated Fire when you're crippling, you can go left leg, right leg, or left arm, right arm, or head kind of thing. And you can get, maybe if you have the right weapon, 2 or 3 cripples per enemy, right? So just suggesting that. But something as low as the daily that we have here today, it won't take long, right? Now, those 4 or 6 that I got done already, that's just from enemies at my camp. And I was attacked by 4 liberators. And as you can see, it counted, all right? So again, any enemy at all. Now, we're going to finish this off here with these ghouls while we are here. So might as well, right? And again, you don't have to come here to finish it off. Again, it's wide open. You can go anywhere as you want. Let's go ahead here. Most ballistic weapons, bow and arrow, crossbow, works pretty good. The drill, but I recommend a tanky build or a power armor build with that one, as you get up close and personal. Plasma caster, plasma rifle works pretty decent. Shotgun works good with the Enforcer perk card under Agility. Just to give you a couple of examples. Now, those of you who watch my videos daily know that I use many different types of weapons in my videos, week per week basis, basically. And as we all know, not all weapons are created equal when you're trying to cripple. All right, you guys have seen that firsthand. All right, so let's go ahead. Now we can cripple any limb at all. All right, so basically you can just kind of shoot at them. And it should be good. Let's go ahead here. As you can see, we didn't even use VATS that time. We can just kind of free and just shoot anywheres. There we go, just like that. Holy, see that guy? That cat jumped. He went right over here. He landed on the other guy, looked like. I tell ya, once when you think you see that there's a ghoul's got Rad X on him. We talk about taking kids like another Rad X. As you can see, ghouls are a good source of Rad X and even Rad Away. Again, not saying everyone does have it on them, but that's pretty decent. He's got a pen on him. Nice. Yeah, that is so funny. Once when you think you saw it all in this game, I'm telling you, just stuff like this just cracks me right up. I really can't help myself. To be honest with you guys, a lot of times when I'm done making these videos and I'm reviewing the video before I publish it, a lot of times I'm just cracking up by myself in the room, and you know my family thinks I'm nuts, of course. And I'm just laughing at myself, laughing at the game, watching what these things do. Oh, it's amazing. It really makes my day. All right, let's see what's next here. Holy. Killer Mole Rat 5. Okay, so I do have a video in the description. There's a link. And it's a pretty good video. It'll take you to several locations to find mole rats. And they're all still active today. It's all time-stamped. In that case, if you're having a hard time trying to find them, you can definitely use that video. And it'll definitely help you out, okay? We will find 3 of them here at the Green Country Lodge. Probably one of the best spots is right here at the Riverside Manor. Right down here in Welsh, you actually, not really in Welsh itself, but you come here to the Welsh station, you make your way down the tracks, go down towards the Ultrasite Crystals, and then loop back around halfway up the hill towards Welsh. And there'll probably be about 6 mole rats right along that little area there. Right along these areas here, the Hornwright testing site, sometimes there'll be an event called Breach and Clear. Now it's mostly mole miners, but there will be maybe about a half a dozen mole rats that will show up, so just kind of keep an eye out for that. Yeah, so that's some pretty good spots for some mole rats. Right up here, Monongah, it's not too bad. Maybe about 6 of them up here, I would say, but they're all kind of spread about. All right, they're not in one general location. All right, so we went to Riverside Manor last time we had this challenge. So let's pop over here to Welsh Station. We'll do it down here. And I'll show you the little route that you have to go. All right. And again, we're not really going into Welsh itself. We're just going down the train tracks here. Now, if for whatever reason, and I've gotten comments in the past, people who, I have many videos on daily, weekly challenges, as most of you know. Some of them are standalone videos before I started making these videos that I make here today. I get a lot of people who watch those older videos and they say, no, they're not here anymore. And as much as I appreciate people letting me know that, because, you know, the game changes like, you know, month by month basis by Bethesda, because we just don't know sometimes. And I do appreciate it, but the mole rats do show up here, okay? And most times what I think it is that people are on public servers and someone had come to these locations before them and cleared it right out, all right? And they could be possibly new to the game and maybe they don't know that's how this game works, all right? So they're either going to have to server hop or wait about a half an hour for the cooldown to solve for them to come back. Now here are the Ultrasite Crystals just down here, as I mentioned. And these mole rats here are called Ultramite, okay, as you can see there. But these are considered mole rats, all right? So there you go. So that's just one shot, so there's like 3 of them just in that one little location. It's pretty cool. And it was the explosive splash effect that probably killed the other guys. And again, just make your way back up this hill, and there should be 2 or 3 more up here. See there? Just like that. Nice. It's a pretty good spot. Pretty reliable. All right, what's next here? Last one. Scrap pre-war money 5. So again, if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video. Locations for pre-war money. Okay. Again, it's all time-stamped. I show you many great spots. Give you many great examples to get pre-war money here in the game. Now, cash registers, we can find cash registers in a lot of spots, but I find cash registers really hit and miss, okay? It's not guaranteed. And so just an FYI, if you're just going after cash registers, there's a good chance you might not find anything in them, all right? I find corpses. Corpses are a good spot. I'm not talking about the skeletons, but the corpses, that look like people, but they're just dead. They're not skeletons. And of course, we could find quite a few of them right up here in Morgantown Airport. Once when you spawn in, you go into the airport, like into the runway section, okay? And there'll be a little stage there, and there's probably about 4 or 5 corpses there, and then some of them will have pre-war money on them, so you can do it that way. Another good example is you open up any safe in the game. Doesn't matter what level 0 to level 3, every safe will have a quantity of pre-war money in it, okay? There's an event called Back on the Beat, which happens here in Morgantown. It's a pretty good little event. At the last door that the robot opens up, it's like the bank, and there'll be about 5 safes in there, and they're very low level to pick. And again, there'll be just loads of pre-war money in those safes, all right? Just an FYI. Right up here, Morgantown Airport, if you call in Collision Course, so that's one of the events that you can spawn in yourself, okay? And you can spawn that in. Once when you complete, there'll be the little cargo aid drop, government aid drop, whatever it's called, and there'll always be pre-war money, anywhere from 99, 100, or 100 pre-war money in it every single time. Now, you do not have to complete that event, okay? I must underline that in bold, okay? If you are or go to a public server, okay, chances are, many times, 9 times out of 10, somebody on that server did Collision Course. So if you make your way here to Morgantown Airport, go through the Scorched. If you see cargo, the government aid drops already in there, you didn't even have to do the event, but you can still claim all the stuff in those cargo drops. I think the most I ever found at one time was 3 cargo aid drops, and I ended up with like 301 pre-war money, and I didn't even do the event. All right, so again, it's a pretty good spot. That's probably one of the best ways to get pre-war money, is you can actually say that Heather, who is a member here in the channel, she had actually mentioned the other day she likes to get that pre-war money and stash it away in her stash box. So when we get these daily challenges, she just takes it out of her stash box and scraps it because she already collected that much. And it's definitely a genius idea, all right? And I highly recommend it as well. Right up here, Wavy Village Water Park, it's a pretty good spot. Lots of cash registers. They have the little manager's office there on the left-hand side. It's the place I usually take you guys for these videos, okay? Just an FYI there. And the place we're going to head here today is we're going to check out the bellhop here at Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. So let's pop over here today, do something a little bit different. And again, if you are having a hard time, you can definitely check out that video in the description. Everything is time-stamped. All right, so if you ever go around the wasteland and you kill a Scorched or a Ghoul, you'll come across Pleasant Valley claim tickets. I definitely recommend hanging on to them. I see people selling them. But I wouldn't do that. I would just kind of hang on to them, to be honest with you, because they don't weigh anything, all right? And so we're going to make our way to the bellhop. Okay? We're going to try our best not to get involved with the Scorched that are through there, because the thing with the bellhop is if the If you're in caution or in danger, the bellhop won't talk to you. All right. Oh, couple more rats there, eh? Right over here, this little playground right here. Huh, never realized that. All right, so we're going to go right to that main house there, right over there. So let's jump down here without being... Try to be swift about this. Now, you can make your way through. Again, if you do go through those Scorched, I recommend killing them all. You'll have to kill them all, because if you're in caution or danger, the bellhop won't talk to you. All right? So we're going to make our way down here, downstairs, and hopefully that danger goes away. That guy followed me all the way in here. See that? Little bugger. Huh. And the bellhop, of course, is down here. Now, I did this little quest a couple months ago with my lower level character, and show you how you get access to this. I can't remember exactly what the quest is called, but I do have it on my channel. Again, this is where you would redeem those Pleasant Valley claim tickets. Let's go ahead and redeem one here. And we are hidden.
Checking claim ticket.
You're going to see what he gives us in the top left-hand corner. There we go. 21 pre-war money, just like that, just by handing in that ticket. And usually he'll give you some silver, he'll give you something that's gold. And we did this for our weekly challenge video. You can check that out, just the one we did just this past yesterday. And we came here, I think we redeemed about 3 or 4 tickets. We got quite a bit of gold out of them, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so now that we have our pre-war money, we can scrap it. So we can scrap it any workbench at all, another player's camp, a train station, your own camp, what have you. Let's take some more purified water while we're here. There we go. Take a look at the safe while we're here real quick. Oh, yeah. Didn't let me scroll down. But usually pre-war money in every safe, doesn't matter what level. Level 0 to level 3. All right, let's go ahead and scrap this stuff here. Scrap our pre-war money we got from the bellhop. Done, just like that. Scrap pre-war money. That's just another option that I don't show very often, but it kind of reminded me yesterday when we were going after the gold. And I'm glad we got the pre-war money here today, so I can show you that we can utilize those Pleasant Valley claim tickets, you know, to our advantage. All right, I think we're done. We are, just like that. Fairly easy one here today. Again, I like to kind of go through everything with a fine-tooth comb just to kind of give you guys as many options as possible. So going to the Festive Scorched event here. The last couple days of this little event that's going on. Again, we have it right up to January the 3rd, 2025, this coming Friday. We don't have the Festive Scorched, it's been disabled. However, we still find the odd Festive Scorched in around the wasteland. And of course, we have the Santatron that's available to us this past 2 weeks. Now, we don't have it available this week. They did take it away. But I'm sure most of you will have it by now if you've been playing the last 2 weeks. So before it was down here in the special free special offer section, but it's not here today. All right, so if you go to your build menu here, of course, it'd be under resources. And this is the Santatron right here. Now, he doesn't only just collect gifts, he will collect random junk. Right, so just an FYI, it's not, don't think he's only going to collect gifts, all right? Now, if you're a person like myself that has many different types of collectrons available to you, you don't have to destroy the one that you have in your camp. You just go to the little terminal, and you can select festive gifts or gifts, okay? Now, again, if you have different collectrons, you can switch to whatever one that you can allow it to collect, basically. So I can go back to Nuka-Cola products, right?
When you die.
So right now I have it set for gifts. That's something that you can do as well.
4 bone shards.
Let's see what he's got on him. So he's got a holiday gift, 2 holiday gifts, and some random stuff on him. Nice. All right, that's awesome. All right, so again, those gifts that you get from the Collectron station will be the same gifts you get from the Festive Scorched, all right? So let's go ahead. We're going to go back to the Atomic Shop here, and we're going to claim our free stack of gift wrap. And again, featured section, special free special offer. So today we got the 15 medium quality gift wrap. You can go ahead and claim it here, or you can claim it down here in the utility section. And again, it's only 1 stack per day they're giving us. And once when you claim it, it's done. Even if you check it up here in the feature section, as you can see, it shows claim. Right? Let's go ahead. We're going to go to our Tinker's Workbench. We're going to craft our gifts here. Let's go ahead and go craft. If we go bulk. Sorry, gifts. Right on, Jim. Kind of tired after working 12 hours. That's what happens to you. You start losing your mind. So after this Friday, so once when we get January the 4th, 2025, this gift section will be gone. All right. This is only available during the Festive Scorched event only. Even if we get Festive Scorched event in the summer, this will be back. All right. So to make 1 handmade holiday gift, we need 2 adhesive, and of course the gift wrap, which of course we got from the Atomic Shop. Let's go ahead and craft all 15 here. Nice. All right, if we check our Pip-Boy here under Aid, as you can see here, the small holiday gift, which is what we got from the Collectron station. Again, this will be the same as we get from a Festive Scorched. And if we go up here, the one that we craft at our Tinker's Workbench using the gift wrap, it'll show handmade. Okay? Now, just a suggestion, when you open up holiday gifts, you get ammo. And depending on the type of ammo, sometimes you get a good quality of it per gift, like sometimes like 32 ammo per gift, depending on what it is, of course. Instead of getting random ammo that you don't use, I recommend equipping a weapon that you do use to get that ammo, just so you don't get a bunch of ammo that you don't need. Okay? Or if you have ammo that you're short on for a weapon, you can always equip that. And what I mean by that is, you see how I have the little button on the left-hand side of this suppressor submachine gun? Let's go ahead and select their binoculars. So basically you have to select it. It's not just good enough to have the weapon on you. You must have it equipped like that. So that way when you draw your weapon, it's in your character's hands, but you don't have to have it drawn when you're opening the gift. You can just have it away like this, all right? Let's close the store. Oh, it worked. Perfect. Let's go ahead. We're going to open up our gifts here. Actually, before we do that, let's empty our 45 ammo so we can see how much we get here. Hopefully, Buddy up there shoots away at them. Let's go back to our aid section here, and we are going to start to open our gifts. Let's open up these small holiday gifts here. We're going to see what we get in the top left-hand corner of the screen. As you can see, we get some 45 ammo there. And I believe the consensus is to open these up nice and slow. And the main reason for that is because most of us have been on those servers that are kind of laggy. There's a lot going on. And kind of, things start glitching out. It could definitely affect what you get for rewards by opening these gifts. So you can either server hop. That's what I recommend, server hop. If you have Fallout first, go on a private server like I'm on right now. So it's a little bit less glitchy and a little bit less laggy. And just opening them up. Now, personally, I kind of open them up and I kind of count to 4 or 5 in my head. And that's just what I do. But at the end of the day, if there's a method that you like to use that works for you, just stick with it, all right? Stick with what works, right? Don't change it. What they say? Whoever they are. I think for the most part here, I think I've got majority of the plans by now. I am getting additional plans, but I think for the most part I'm pretty much par with whatever new plans they had set forth for this particular event. Alright, there we go. Let's check our ammo section here. As you can see, we got 578 rounds of 45, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and check our new section here and see what we got for plans. So we get a plastiform candy cane red. Mounted glowing one head, okay. And I believe we got some other plans too that I saw pop up, but I think that might be in the notes section. But no new plans for me, just ones that I already know. That's interesting. Okay, so weapon of the day. Let's take a look at that real quick here. Weapon of the day is this Gourmand suppressed submachine gun. Damage increases up to plus 24% as you fill your hunger and thirst meters, currently plus 24%. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming, plus 60% armor penetration. The mods I have is the armor piercing receiver, short light barrel, recoil compensating stock, medium quick eject drum, reflex sight dot, and a suppressor. 45 ammo and 53 damage. Of course, this is an automatic weapon, so let's take a look at the perk cards here. So under perception, we have Master Commando, Commando, and Expert Commando all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, and of course a bunch of these random luck cards. And you guys see me play these daily, weekly challenges. You guys see these pop up all the time on the left-hand side, and for most of them being 1 star, I'm surprised of how much I do get them activated. Again, it's pure luck, but I'm pretty impressed by it. These are the legendary perk cards I have. They don't change for me. They all stay the same. They're all maxed out, and they have definitely helped me out for sure. Pretty happy with them. And I have been asked earlier, I was just kind of reading the description, some comments there earlier at work. This mask, I was asked about this particular mask right here. If we take a look at that real quick, this is called the Bone Chill Mask, this bad boy right here. And I believe I got the plan from completing the last Mothman Equinox event. So this particular mask and several masks that are kind of like it are kind of new to the game, and they think they came with the Skyline Valley update we got in 2024 this past year. And I believe that's where I got this plan from, was from the Mothman Equinox event. Now, I'm not too sure if I can craft these and sell them or drop them. I'm not too sure. I haven't tried it yet, but just an FYI in case anyone else is kind of wondering about it. But it's a cool looking mask. Looks really good with this Enforcer's outfit. Of course, you can buy that from Giuseppe using stamps at the White Spring Resort. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members: Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost, Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben, Durant. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.